the secret entrance. My name is Ethan Dussault. I am the head engineer, co-owner, co-operator of New Alliance Audio in Union Square, Somerville. We are located in the Milk Row Studios building, 438R Somerville Ave. And we are at the heart of the New Alliance Gallery, which is the culmination of over 30 years of creating arts and music in the Boston area. We started in 1987 in the Fenway. A guy named Alvin Long co-founded the studio, and back then he was known for being the drummer of bands like Down Avenue and the November Group. But today, people most know him for his visual art. New Alliance Gallery is the home to not just the recording and mixing studio at New Alliance Audio, but we have the mastering studio, New Alliance East, on the far side of the floor. And all of that is surrounded by an arts gallery and visual artists' workspaces. Having experienced being displaced twice, once from Boston and once from Cambridge, we are discovering that we actually have some leverage in Somerville that we never had before. In the Somerville zoning code, there is an unsung hero of sorts called the Fabrication District. The Fabrication District's intent is to preserve the arts and creative economy in the Somerville boundary. Milk Row Studios exemplifies what it means to be a FAB-zoned building and to have what is known as arts and creative enterprise uses contained within. The greater Boston area has lost millions of square feet of this kind of space. Somerville's progressive FAB zone and ACE rules is what's keeping Somerville ahead of this problem. We need to make sure that we don't lose the protections that these rules afford the arts and creative economy. What do we mean when we say arts and creative economy or arts and creative enterprises? Well, the way the Somerville zoning code is written, it's talking about places like music recording studios, people that make boutique bags, boutique furniture, painters, sculptors, small startup incubators doing creative work. Development as it's been done over the decades hasn't been a perfect process. Development without displacement means making sure that what is in that space can either stay in that space in the new building or can find a new home in that neighborhood going forward. The promise of the FAB zone is immense. There's an opportunity here to bring back what we've lost, keep what we had, and build for a better future. These buildings should be kept around and maintained and loved and cherished as the arts centers that they are. If we want to meet diversity, equity, and inclusion goals in Somerville regarding the arts and creative economy, we need to make sure that there is a place to build those affordable spaces. Pretty much everyone watching this listens to music on a streaming app or watches Netflix or HBO Max or whatever. And, you know, the music in those shows and on those streaming apps comes from buildings like this. The props that are in the background of your favorite movie come from buildings like this. When you're in the coffee shop, the art on the walls comes from buildings like this. The music you hear in the background comes from places like this.
The 2019 FAB District rules make it possible for artists, developers, property owners, arts advocates, and the city to come together in new ways. I ask artists and craftspeople from Somerville to come get organized, and let's have those productive conversations. Let's make sure, whenever changes are made to the FAB zoning rules, we don't F with FAB.